HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy. On today's edition of HCAM News, we have the latest Hiller sports update. The Bocce Challenge featuring Hopkinton Police and Fire returned to the Senior Center, and we talked with Weston Nurseries owner Peter Mezitt about his terrific efforts in raising money for the Jimmy Fund. But first, the Select Board welcomed a new staff member to town.
Respectfully, I offer the following candidates for your affirmation, beginning with Renee Chan. She will be replacing Ruth Anderson as the Deputy Assessor in the Finance Department. It needs to be said that although Renee has been with the town for a very brief period as an administrative assistant, she has had a very positive impact on her colleagues as well as on the community.
And you're interested in the role as Deputy Assessor?
Yes, thank you. So I am a graduate of Boston University. I have my degree in Bachelor of Business Administration from Boston University. I started with the town in April of this year as an administrative assistant, working in the Treasurer Collector's Office and the Assessor's Office. And during that time, I found I've been drawn to the duties and responsibilities of the Assessor's Office. I'm really enjoying the work in that area of the Finance Department.
As an administrative assistant in the finance office, she will be replacing Stephanie Clifton. I am delighted again to say here's another employee who's coming before us tonight after having worked with us before, although in her case, she worked as a per diem temporary employee in the finance office. She's joining us after having worked for Stratcom Inc. in Natick, KSI Automotive in Franklin, and here's why she's here. The references told us of her ability to work with numbers. She's accurate and detail-oriented.
Yeah, I don't think I particularly have any questions. I did look through your resume, and I'm glad that you worked here before and you have an idea what the atmosphere is like here and that you'd like to come back and that there's an opportunity for you.
Yes, and I'm so glad that I had 1 month temporary job at the town of Hopkinton, 2018. I learned a lot while I was working in the front desk, and combined administrative admin duties and combined by the accounting, and I learned a lot. So I'm so glad.
Great.
And finally, Mr. Chair, Laurie St. John. And as she's coming along, I think I should take this opportunity to congratulate the Human Resources Department. Laurie St. John is replacing Renee Chen as an administrative assistant in finance. This must be the quickest filling of a position we've ever done.
Thank you for being so available.
Hey, I'm the new kid in the block. I haven't had any previous time here.
Yeah.
What are your future goals?
She's saying future goals?
Future goals, yeah.
Taking the position that I'm in and learning everything that I can and being a better person for the town as well as the town hall, and possibly looking for down the road possibilities of advancement, going to a different department and taking my skill set that I've learned in one department to another and just flourishing. I'm not looking to bounce all around, but just to get an overview of the entire workings of the town hall. And like I said, just bettering myself and, giving myself a good reputation because I'm working with the town hall. It's got a good reputation, and just want to forward that on.
Weston Nurseries owner Peter Mezitt has raised thousands upon thousands of dollars for the Jimmy Fund, and his effort to fight against cancer continued this year. Tom Nappy here. We are joined by Peter Mezitt from Weston Nurseries, who has been doing some great work for the Jimmy Fund. Peter, how are you?
Good. How are you, Tom?
Doing well. So you've been doing some great work for the Jimmy Fund. You had your Blooms, Brews, and Barbecue event. First off, tell us about how that went. I understand you got a nice turnout.
Yeah, I think we got more turnout than ever this year. We definitely raised more money than we ever have by a long shot. The day turned out good. It was a little rainy in the morning, but it got sunny around 1 o'clock, and people showed up in droves. It was there had to be 500 or 600 people there at a time, and probably well over 1,000 there throughout the course of the day. We really saw a lot of participation this year. The vendors, I just want to thank Marty's in particular, because they donated, and their vendors like Lord Hobo and the other breweries that they represented, they donated as well, so that Marty's could donate all the beer and wine. And that just saved us a ton of money and allowed us to raise a lot more money for the Jimmy Fund. I think the bands also, we had 3 bands that many of them chose to not take proceeds, and that helped too. So all in all, I'm confident when we figure out all of our expenses in the next few days that we're going to be raising well over $20,000 at this event for the Jimmy Fund walk team that we put together every year.
That's terrific. And I understand this year you typically do the Jimmy Fund walk, but you're doing something a little different this year. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so it's called Walk Your Way. They chose not to do an actual walk, which is usually the whole Boston Marathon route, or half, or you can do 5 miles. This year, they're not going to bring a lot of people close together. So it's a Walk Your Way event, just like it was last year. And I am hiking Mount Washington. And I actually already did it yesterday, and I'm very sore today. It was one of the hardest hikes that I've ever done because of the weather. We were going to go no matter what, and the weather was not very cooperative.
Oh, yeah, especially yesterday. So your legs must be hurting today.
Yep, legs, shoulder, pretty much the whole body.
How long did it take you for the hike?
We did it in about 6 hours, and the winds were probably gusts up to 70 miles an hour at the top. It was actually kind of scary at one point. I don't think there was many people besides us hiking. Mount Washington weather is very unpredictable, they say, and now I know. And we were just soaking wet. It was raining, and it was 50 degrees. And I didn't think you could get that cold at 50 degrees, but when the wind's blowing that hard, that constantly, we were shivering, literally shaking. So I'm going to hit up all my donors for the second time this year and try to raise some money, because we really put ourselves through the test. I say we, because I went with my daughter. She hiked with me. Thank goodness I had somebody to hike with yesterday.
Absolutely. And there are ways that people can help. How can people help donate to this cause?
Well, we have on our website, we have a Jimmy Fund link, and they can go right on through the Weston Nurseries website and donate that way. Certainly, if you go onto the Jimmy Fund Walk webpage, you can search for our team as well. It's called Such Devotion, named after Bob Such, who's walked it 28 times, I think. And he was a former employee of ours. So Such Devotion under the Jimmy Fund page is our team. And you'll see all the individual participants' names there.
That's terrific. And how long is this going for? How long can people help? Is there a deadline?
Well, the proper walk date would have been October 3rd. And that's kind of when I'm going to push my fundraising page, even though I've already done the walk. And the Jimmy Fund Walk website can take donations, I think, into November, actually, even after the proper walk date of October 3rd. But I'm kind of using that date as a deadline for my personal fundraising this year. The Jimmy Fun Walk, when they do it live, raises over $9 million. So it's not small by any means. When they don't do it live, I think last year were probably around $5 or $6 million. So it's just not quite as profitable for them when they don't do the live event. So we're trying like crazy to raise as much as we can between the event, raising over 20,000, and my walkers, my team of 7, they'll probably be well over 20,000. I think we're going to be over $40,000 total for our walk team this year.
Wow,
very proud of that.
Well, you should be, and you're raising money for a great cause. So congratulations on all the money you've raised so far and all the money to come. And thanks for all the work you're doing for this great cause.
They're a great outfit, and you know what's not to like about supporting people with cancer, so especially the children. Thank you.
We're going to take a quick time out on this edition of HCAM News. A whole lot more ahead. Stay tuned.
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Welcome back to HCAM News. After missing last year due to the pandemic, the Bocce Challenge at the Senior Center returned. Hopkinton Police and Fire participated, and a great time was had by all.
We got the big bocce match today. Can you tell us what the rules are?
Sure, Tom. Everyone's on edge right now because it's, antsy time. It's kind of like the Super Bowl beginning. But the rules are pretty much the same as before. If you look closely, there's a mid-point line on the Bocce court. And when we start with the palino, it has to be thrown beyond the midpoint.
All right, so welcome into the Bocce Challenge 2021. We got the Hopkinton Police Department, the Hopkinton Fire Department, and of course, the seniors of the Hopkinton Senior Center, all represented today. All right, Chief, so we got the annual Police and Fire bocce match going as it starts to pour rain on us.
Typical day, Tom.
Now, did you guys practice in the rain to get ready for this?
No, we let the police practice. We felt we were pretty good at it.
And what was your recruiting method for the team this year? Did you have tryouts or anything like that?
No, it was just volunteering. You can probably kind of tell by the way we're looking here.
Well, right now, police are up. But do you guys think you can make a comeback?
Oh, yeah, we definitely can make a comeback. We're just letting them win a little bit so they don't want to cheat on us.
All right, and I know with being a new fire chief, this says the bocce event has to be the most pressure you get in that job, right?
Absolutely, for this week.
That's the game. Police are going to take it. You took the victory out there today. Did you have a lot of practices leading up to this event?
Well, unfortunately, coming off our championship in 2017, We dropped it to the fire department. Then obviously COVID kicked in. We didn't play last year, so we came back. We put it on each individual member of HPD to do their own practicing. We couldn't get a team practice in. But first round, we played the fire department. They're very formidable, but I believe the final score was 11-4. So they got some more. So just a reminder from 2017, the champion Bocce. I believe we beat the fire department in the final. So I know they're coming back with some vengeance. It's just the first round. It's the first game, but we look forward to playing the seniors and then playing the fire department again.
So Keep Moving is going to come away with the 11-9 win over the seniors. And they will advance on to take on the Hopkinton Police Department in the championship round. The nicest weather, but we got the bocce match in at least so far anyway.
You know, weather does not hold the seniors down. We are out here to, well, I guess last year, COVID won, but the year before it was the seniors. So we've come back to make sure the seniors are ready to take on, I guess it's the police this year.
All right, what is the Keep Moving program?
So Keep Moving is just one of the ideas, initiatives that we talk about. It's so important to keep moving. And so we've been using that as our show, and we put it on our clothes that we have, people can buy, but it's, exercise, getting involved. It's all about staying involved and keeping moving and not just sitting back doing nothing. And there's plenty you can do sitting. You can knit, you can quilt, all of that if you don't want to be super active, but there's a lot of ways just to keep your thought, your physical body moving. That's how we keep going.
Absolutely. It's a great program you got going. So what else is happening at the Hopkinton Senior Center?
Well, we have, we're all back in with everything going on right now. So all our exercise, all our art classes are going again. We have our dining room open 5 days a week, so people can come and get meals. So what you saw before COVID from 2 years ago is what you're going to see here now. And we're as safe as we can be. Again, we ask people if you're, not vaccinated to wear a mask. But we are picking people up. We're driving them to shopping centers and wherever they need to go. We're just back. We're doing everything. So we want to have you come on down. It is great to see those who've come back, and we hope more of you will come every day. Again, I think we're just about where we were before.
Well, that's terrific. It's good to see everything coming back. And who are we going to have in this third match? Is it the winner of this versus the police?
It will be. So we have two senior teams. We have a group that comes and plays every week here. And then we have another team put together who have not played together. So this is a new thing for them.
All right. Well, thanks for hosting this event and doing all the great programs that you guys do here at the Senior Center.
Thank you, and like I said, come on down, check us out. We've got so much going on. You can't miss on any day.
Great, thank you.
Phil, good to see you. You can go and watch your TV. Find a good place. Can we get a parade? Call the fire department back. Hey, just driving by the station.
The exit interview?
Yes.
All right.
All right, Chief, how's it feel to be champions?
Wow. It's a tremendous win. We're so excited today. And what a competition. We were down 6-1. And come back from the south side, O'Brien and Stickney side of the HPD team, racking up the 3s and 4s. We were able to pull it off by a slim margin. But all in all, a great day and lots of laughs. And we're looking forward to next year. The challenge has already been issued by the senior team, and we'll be back next year.
All right. I know Coach Power's excited to win a championship in his last year.
He had a rally meeting before we started, and he said, "You all better win. It's my last year. We all know he's going to be retiring," and he said, "Bring it home." So we're all really proud to deliver for him.
All right, thanks a lot, Chief.
We had to come back with a win.
What a great win we just had, but it was a tough one. It was really tough to play against the seniors. They put up a good fight. They were winning most of the way. Pat O'Brien and Ben, they came back with 2 strong 4s to bring it home. So, but all around great competition. So thank you, and we'll see you next year. I'll be playing for the other team next year, though.
Hillers Fall Sports is in full swing. Here is the latest Hopkinton Hillers sports update.
On Friday, September 17th, Hillers girls soccer got a 3-2 road win over Walpole and improved to 4-1 on the season. Sophomore Georgina Clark netted 2 goals in the victory, and Ava Perlov had a goal for the Hillers. Also on Friday, Hillers football got a 19-8 road win over Meset. Quarterback Wyatt Stevens ran for a touchdown and connected with Robbie Lisher for a touchdown as the Hillers improved to 1-1 on the season. Hillers boys soccer hosted Ashland on Friday the 17th. Hillers were rolling in the first half as they netted 3 goals. Bassington sends it over in front of the net. Shot and a goal for the Hillers. Sean Golembuski makes it 1-0. What a beauty of a sequence there. Bassington got a nice drive upfield. Golembuski wide open in front of the net. And the Hillers sink one. At 32-17 left to go in the first half. It up along the far side. Quickly approaching. That is Farrell. And he'll send it to the net. And it got away from the keeper. And that is going to be in. It went over the goal line. And that is going to be a score for Pierce Farrell. And they quickly put it in, and a shot and a goal for the Hillers. Yazatora Ito. Ashland had a goal of their own early in the second half to make it a 3-1 game, but the Hillers responded with another of their own. Owen Schnorr going to have a direct shot on net. Penalty kick here. Big time opportunity for the Hillers. And he nets it. Owen Schnorr on the PK makes it 4-1. Owen Schnorr nets it at 32-38 left, and the Hillers would maintain the 4-1 lead for the rest of the game and win by that score, improving to 3 wins, no losses, and a tie on the season. On Monday, September 20th, Hiller girls volleyball overcame a first set loss and won 3 straight sets to capture the road victory over Westwood. Hopkinton improved to 6-0 on the season. Hillers field hockey hosted Ashland on Monday the 20th. Ashland scored with less than 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Along the left side of the net. And a nice job clearing there by Ziegler. But Ashland on the attack once again. And putting it in there is going to be Ayla Halleck. Got a nice lift on it and was able to rip it into the net. 1-0 Ashland. The Clockers added another goal in the third quarter. Ashland gets it 25 yards out here. Halleck. And that one poked out. Picked out by the keeper. Another shot. Turned away, and now that one's between her legs. And in it goes. I want to say that was Lauren Burak on the score. And another Clockers goal in the fourth quarter as they defeated the Hillers 3-0. Ashland is 2-3 on the season. Hillers are 0-4-1 overall. Right after field hockey, Hiller girls soccer hit the turf. to host Westwood, and sophomore Georgina Clark once again put on a show. On the throw in white, over to Clark. Clark putting on the moves. There she goes to the net. Shot, goal! Georgina Clark does it again. 1-0 Hillers. A great move to get by the defender. Totally had her faked out and pops it in with 36 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first half. Ronsos on the entry. Burt whistle. The lights are on here at the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Sun's starting to set. Butler skates it through to Clark. Clark puts on the move. Shot in! 2-0 Hillers. Georgina Clark just unstoppable. Burt whistle with the steal. Burt whistle looking for Clark. Here goes Clark. Around the goalie and in. What a beauty of a setup by Burt whistle for Georgina Clark, who once again just fakes everybody out. And she has the hat trick. 2 goals in the first half and another in the second half. Hillers took the game by a final score of 3-1 and improved to 5 wins and a loss on the season.
It's time to take a look at our picture of the week. The Hopkinton Police took home the championship trophy and the annual Senior Center Bocce Challenge. It was a great time, and everybody who participated in the Bocce Challenge, they were pretty good. They made a very fun event. Upcoming town government meetings include on Monday, September 27th at 7 p.m. We'll have the planning board on HCAM TV. And then on Tuesday, September 28th at 6 p.m., we'll have the select board meeting. For all town government information, head over to hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, you're out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Thursday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.